In the heart of the sun's embrace, where most would wither, there lies a realm of plants that not only endure but flourish. These sun-loving species have adapted to thrive under the intense heat. Their vibrant hues and unique textures, a testament to their resilience. From the architectural forms of succulents and cacti to the bold textures of tropical plants, these are the true sun worshippers of the natural world, each offering a glorious spectacle under the sun's warm blaze. Now let's dive deeper and explore why some plants have a deep love for the sun. While many plants shy away from the intense sun, some have adapted beautifully to thrive in these conditions. You may wonder why some plants seem to bask in the heat while others wilt away. Well, these sun-loving plants have developed unique adaptations that help them survive and even prosper in hot and sunny environments. Take, for instance, the deep root systems of some heat-loving plants. These roots reach far underground, tapping into moisture reserves that other plants can't access. This helps them stay hydrated even during the hottest, driest weather. Imagine a tree with roots stretching deep into the earth, thirstily drawing up water to nourish its sun-drenched leaves. Speaking of leaves, many heat-tolerant plants have evolved to have thick, fleshy leaves. These leaves store water, much like a built-in reservoir, allowing the plant to draw upon this reserve during periods of intense heat. Think of a succulent, its plump leaves full of water, standing firm against the blazing sun. Some plants have even developed reflective surfaces, a bit like wearing a sun hat or applying sunscreen. These shiny surfaces reflect sunlight, reducing the amount of heat the plant absorbs. Picture a silver-leafed plant, its leaves shimmering in the sunlight, deflecting the heat away. These adaptations are not just fascinating examples of nature's ingenuity, they also have practical implications for gardeners. By understanding these characteristics, we can select plants that are well suited to hot, sunny conditions. We can create a garden that not only survives the heat, but positively thrives in it. So whether it's the deep-reaching roots, the water-storing leaves, or the reflective surfaces, these adaptations allow certain plants to love the heat. They bask in the sun's rays, their leaves unfurling under its warmth, their colors deepening in its light. Understanding these adaptations helps us choose the right plants for a sun-drenched garden. So next time you're planning your garden, take a moment to appreciate these sun-worshipping plants. Their unique adaptations not only help them survive in the heat, but allow them to bring beauty and vibrancy to our sun-drenched gardens. Now that we know why some plants love the heat, let's discover which ones will make the best additions to your sun-drenched garden. First on our list are succulents and cacti. These architectural marvels are adored for their low water needs, perfect for those hotter corners of your garden. Their captivating forms, ranging from spherical cacti to rosette-forming succulents, create an interesting visual appeal, while their resilience in the face of intense heat is nothing short of amazing. Next, we have flowering perennials. These sun worshippers bring a splash of color to your garden with their vibrant blooms. Their long blooming periods mean your garden stays lively and colorful for longer, even under the relentless sun. Think about plants like the black-eyed Susan or the blanket flower, both of which are known to stand up well to heat and dry conditions. Moving on, why not consider herbs and vegetables for your sun-drenched garden? There's something incredibly satisfying about growing your own food, and many herbs and vegetables adore the heat. Consider planting basil, rosemary, or tomatoes. They're practical, they add a pop of color, and they'll make your cooking taste even better. Last but not least, tropical plants. Now these are for those who want to make a bold statement with their garden. Tropical plants, with their large leaves and exotic appearance, can turn any garden into a lush paradise. Consider plants like the bird of paradise or the banana plant, both of which love the heat and will add an exotic flair to your garden. Each of these plants has its unique characteristics and ideal growing conditions. Succulents and cacti, for instance, need well-draining soil and should be watered sparingly. Flowering perennials love a good mix of sun and shade, while herbs and vegetables require a healthy balance of both for optimal growth. Tropical plants, on the other hand, love heat and humidity, but also appreciate a bit of shade during the hottest part of the day. As for care tips, remember that while these plants love the heat, They also need adequate water, particularly during the hottest parts of the day. Watering early in the morning or late in the evening when temperatures are cooler can help prevent water loss through evaporation. Additionally, a good layer of mulch can help retain soil moisture and keep the plant roots cool, creating an ideal environment for these heat-loving plants to thrive. So there you have it. With a mix of succulents, flowering perennials, herbs, vegetables, and tropical plants, you can create a stunning, heat-tolerant garden that not only survives but thrives under the sun's warm embrace. Remember, the key is to understand each plant's needs and provide the right conditions for them to flourish. With these plants, your garden can flourish under the sun's warm embrace. Ready to transform your garden into a sun-drenched paradise? Here's a step-by-step guide to creating a heat-tolerant garden bed. First off, location is key. You'll want to scout out the sunniest spot in your yard. Keep in mind, we're talking about plants that love a good sunbath, so the more sun, the better. Look for an area that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. Next, it's time to prepare the soil. This step is crucial because the right soil can make or break your garden's success. For heat-loving plants, well-draining soil is a must. If your soil is heavy clay, consider amending it with organic matter or sand to improve drainage. Alternatively, you can build a raised bed with a sandy loam soil mix, perfect for those sun worshippers. Now that you have your location and your soil is ready to go, it's time to plant. But before you start digging, it's a good idea to lay out your plants while they're still in their pots. This allows you to see how they'll look and make any necessary adjustments before committing them to the ground. Remember to give them enough space to grow without crowding each other. When planting, dig a hole that's twice as wide and just as deep as the pot your plant is in. Remove the plant from its pot, gently loosen the root ball and place it in the hole. The top of the root ball should be level with the ground. Backfill the hole with soil, firm it gently around the base of the plant, and give it a good watering. Lastly, mulch around your plants. Mulching helps to conserve moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature, all of which are important for your heat-loving plants. Use organic mulch like straw, wood chips, or compost, applying a layer about 2 inches thick. Repeat these steps until you've filled your garden bed with a variety of heat-loving plants. With these steps, you're well on your way to creating a thriving sun-drenched garden. Now that you've planted your heat-loving plants, let's learn how to keep them thriving. Every sun-drenched garden needs a bit of tender, loving care to flourish under the sun's rays. First off, mulching. This is a great way to maintain soil moisture and keep the roots cool. Organic mulch, like wood chips or straw, breaks down over time, adding nutrients to the soil. Just remember to keep the mulch away from the plant stems to avoid rot. Next, watering. Despite these plants' love for heat, they still enjoy a good drink. The trick is to water deeply, but infrequently, promoting deep root growth. Early morning is the best time to water, reducing evaporation and allowing the plants to soak up the moisture before the heat of the day. Lastly, keep an eye out for pests. Yes, even in a sun-drenched garden, pests can be a problem. Regularly inspect your plants for signs of damage and take action at the first sign of trouble. Remember, every plant is unique. Some might need a little more water, others a little less. Some might thrive with a bit of shade during the hottest part of the day. It's all about getting to know your plants and responding to their needs. With proper care, your sun-drenched garden will thrive and flourish. Enjoy the vibrant colors, unique textures, and the satisfaction of nurturing these sun-loving beauties. After all, isn't that what gardening is all about? Are you ready to embrace the sun and create your own vibrant, heat-loving garden? The sun is your garden's best friend, and with the right plants you can create a lush, vibrant oasis that thrives in the heat of summer. Imagine stepping out into your own garden, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, and seeing a vibrant array of heat-loving plants, all flourishing under your care. From the architectural forms of succulents and cacti to the vibrant colors of flowering perennials, from the practicality of herbs and vegetables to the exotic allure of tropical plants, the possibilities are endless. Each plant has its own personality, its own unique way of dancing in the sun, so don't shy away from the challenge. Use this knowledge to make informed choices, plant with purpose, and watch as your garden transforms into a radiant, sun-drenched paradise. Embrace the challenge and transform your garden into a beautiful, sun-drenched paradise.